Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Ava. Last week, LeBron James made headlines for confronting Stephen A. Smith over some commentary Smith had for James's son, Bronny James. LeBron clearly felt like Smith's words crossed the line and made the decision to talk to Stephen A. face-to-face in the middle of a Los Angeles Lakers game. Now, the interaction would of course go viral, leading up to many discussions asking if LeBron overreacted during the confrontation. Aries Spears, known for being a huge sports fan, would take to Instagram to add his thoughts on the situation. According to Spears, LeBron's being a hypocrite because he experienced something similar during his early days in the NBA. Spears would go on to argue,
and I got to tell you, this is why I have a problem with LeBron. One of the reasons why I have a problem, because LeBron is a hypocrite. And I kind of wish that Stephen A. hadn't backpedaled just because of LeBron confronting him. One of the first things that Stephen A. Smith said was, LeBron didn't approach me as a basketball player. He approached me as a father, which I could understand. So now let me go back to my point. So when LeBron's mother did that, LeBron specifically yelled at his mother, "Sit your behind down." Because LeBron knew that, hey, I don't need you to save me. You know, I know I'm your son and you're my mother and I'm your child, but I'm a professional basketball player playing a professional sport. And this comes with it. So I don't need my mommy to save me. Well, why is this any different? Stephen A. Smith is a professional commentator commentating on a professional sport. He's doing his job. But because now it's LeBron's son, he feels the need to come in and save his son the way his mother tried to save her son. You can't have it both ways. His son is a professional basketball player playing a professional sport. He don't need his daddy to jump in and save him. So the same way you told your mother, LeBron, sit your ass down, you know what, LeBron? You need to sit yours down. Stephen A. was doing his job. Nepotism is why your son is in the league. And that's what Stephen A. was pointing out. We know that your son don't deserve that spot. Not over somebody who's more qualified, but it is what it is. Because daddy came to the rescue twice. Stop being a hypocrite, LeBron. You know what I mean? Sit your ass down.
Now, in his caption for the video, Spears would say, if we're going to keep it 100, let's keep it 100. Spears' response would receive a variety of reactions, with some praising his opinion, claiming Stephen A. was just doing his job, while others think the sports commentator went too far. One social media user would write, "Great point, Aries, but I think the difference is before he was thinking as a son, and now it's as a father. He understands why his mom did that. It's Bronny's responsibility to say, Dad, sit your ass down." Another social media user wouldn't agree with what Spears had to say and wrote, "Stephen A. Smith is not a basketball player. He's not an NBA player, and therefore the talk that he was having were not on the court. That's the big difference between this whole situation and the fact that Stephen A. Smith is saying on a completely different platform besides the basketball court." Now, Spears is known for his back and forth with users online, and this time was no different. To the last comment, Spears will respond, "His platform is television, so he was well within the right to do his job." One more social media user would chime in with, "He forced his kid into the NBA when he wasn't ready. Now he's mad because he's being criticized and critiqued as an NBA player." Dondre T. Winfield would jump into the conversation to issue another perspective. He wrote, "Aries, I love your comedy, but you are a gigantic hater. It's obvious that you love MJ to death, and I get that, but it's also obvious that you don't know what it's like to be a father, and in particular to be a black father. When LeBron told his mom to sit down, he didn't want a woman confronting men. Why? Because that can become dangerous. Because the minute someone goes at your mom, you're going to jail on assault charges. We know what it is. But as a father, as a man, when you feel like another man crosses the line about your son and daughter, you will feel compelled to confront that man about your position. Maybe your father never did that for you, and maybe that's what you're struggling with. I don't know. Just an educated guess, but either way, maybe you should sit your ass down." Spears would then respond to Whitfield, shrugging off his entire statement by writing, "Nigga, you corny for that." It's clear that Aries still feels the same way, and not much can get him to see another point of view. So what do you guys think about Aries Spears calling LeBron James a hypocrite for confronting Stephen A. Smith over his son? Let us know in the comments. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. Plus, stay up to date for the latest news in comedy, sports, and culture by subscribing here to our YouTube channel and follow Comedy Hype and Hype Plus across all social media. Plus, head over to hypersclub.com right now to go get your membership to check out full interviews and original content. Reporting live from Hyper Clubhouse in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Abba.